Let's see. Codex. Alistair. Although Ferelden has prospered under their reign, it was greatly weakened by the Blight. Tensions with neighboring Orlais have been high, and many believe a renewal of their long-standing conflict is inevitable. Red Enchanter Fiona has a lot written about her. I think we know all of this, so... Yeah. Okay, the hero of Ferelden was a Dalish elf. Okay, so in the default world state, the hero of Ferelden was a Dalish elf who died killing the archdemon. Alright. So that's the default history. Alright, so from here, let's see, journal, inner circle. Measuring the Veil. Solus has learned of an artifact in the hinterlands. Okay. It's here. Right. Okay. Where's the requisition table? Nope. There we go. Can we do anything? No. The garden needs more elf fruit and spindleweed. Oh, I gotta change out of my formal attire back into my armor. Yeah, that's warrior only. The masks are good. Dorian's not ready for that yet. He will look really goofy when he does wear it. Locate the artifact. Yeah, we know I'm not very good at them. Is in the cave, perhaps? Dungeon entrance. Okay. Yeah. Some place called Dungeon Entrance. Definitely where we're heading.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Oh, this is, right, we have to go around this way. Let's mount up. Right.
Just rumors.
Very well.
Thank you.
Good day.
Right.
We'll need focused magical energy to get by. You, Flat-Ear, can you manage it?
Manuvinen, Dalen.
Okay. Which way shall we go? I don't think it matters. Oh, you went around the other way. Okay. Using my new assassin ability. That was highly effective, but we are overpowered, I think.
There. If we activate that crystal, it should react to the strength of the veil.
Let's light things up so we can see what's going on. Because this game can be quite dark at times. Ah.
A Divinter weapon enchantment? Oh, this could be very useful.
Oh, we got a fire rune. Aha. Fire rune schematic. Now, what else? Before we go around poking any okay. Go poking around any artifacts. There's just that. Oh, no, there's something else. Yeah, we are over leveled, so. Right.
Yes, the wards are helping to strengthen the veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
Well, that should prove useful. And it seems the ancestors left something for me as well. Interesting. I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace, stranger.
Do you even know what you're holding? How it will interact with the Veil, the Breach, the demons? I have the knowledge to use what you found safely. You don't.
Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Mithal's blessing.
This is for Solus. Okay. Okay, so that means that he has a point of to level up. There we go. Now we go to the journal, inner circle. Okay. We actually don't have any of those unlocked. Okay, let's investigate the disappearance of the Seekers at Caer Oswin. I'm not sure where that is. It says active. Caer Oswin, is this it? No. Hmm. No. Let's go to world map. There we go. Yeah, Cassandra is already on the team. Alright. Okay.
Herr Oswin, odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
Might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes, the world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Cultists. Why am I not surprised?
This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Speaking of darkness,
they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this.
Where? Hello? Okay, there you are. No, there's nothing there. Are they under us? Yeah, okay. There's a lot of them out there. To get rid of, get used to my new abilities. Okay. Courtyard key.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
Corypheus will probably betray them before they get their chance.
But after he gets what he needs out of them. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to red lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to red lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
We'll find them, Cassandra.
I know we will. One way or another.
Solus needs, yeah. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Right, let's, quickly save. You know what, guys? Come over here. Got a surprise for you.
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him.
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
Yep.
He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
Yeah. I am going to stabinate him. Okay. We will get your revenge, Cassandra. I'm gonna save first. Oops. And, I think I need a regeneration potion, but I'm out of them. That's fine. That's fine. Hunter coat I already have. Let's take on Lord Seeker Lucius. This is the right way, isn't it? We'll know if we run into enemies. There we go. Red Templars. I'll probably run into like a cache somewhere along the way.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra,
with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
Call off your men, or this only ends one way.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help?
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing?
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
This is insane. Okay. I'm gonna take out these guys first.
Make it take you!
And then quickly get out of the way.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
One-handed. Yes, Cassandra. Yes. He was definitely under the influence of something, so I don't know if it was the red lyrium, because remember she'd said how he was such a reasonable man, and when we first met him in Valreo.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
Is there a problem? It seems like she's bothering you.
Mother Giselle is kind, and she means well. So, yes, she was. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
How can you and Liliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Liliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
I think you'd make an excellent Divine.
Truly? I never look good in hats. Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
If you're concerned, then make it better.
Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
I have influence, and I can use it to help the Chantry make up its mind.
I cannot ask you to do that.
You don't have to.
If you think that is the right thing to do, then thank you. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Okay.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker, since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
Are you all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a Seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry. Not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
I can't foresee the future, Cassandra.
But we know the past. Those who do not heed history are doomed to repeat it.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
That's not for me to decide, Cassandra.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Yeah, when she was talking, I had a feeling that that's where it was going. Oh my goodness. Made tranquil without her knowledge. How do I get out of here? These stairs? Yep. Been almost an hour. Or longer. I want to see Solus.
Still waiting for your letter of marque or commendation or whatever? We reached the climax.
Not just us.
Oh, this could be serious. Perhaps there will be gaps.
Perhaps not.
I still don't know how to actually like
Wicked. Perhaps. I do hope so.
get to Solus without jumping down.
My friend.
There we go. My friend.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
Perhaps you could ask Sarah. She has opinions.
You don't much care for Sarah, do you?
I pity her. Although I imagine she would detest that. Perhaps in truth, I envy her. She has a purity of purpose that I lack. I have observed too much and done too little. What do you wish to know?
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Halam Shiral. But Halam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition, much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
I agree with him to a point. Blood magic requires sacrifices, though. He's not going to like that.
Every time I've seen blood magic used, it has been for some evil purpose.
I once saw a woman stabbed in the stomach with a dagger. She died slowly, in agony. It was repulsive. If the Chantry outlawed daggers, would that stop people from using them? Of course not. Some would use daggers in secret, shamed, and some would find rebellion titillating, step down the path of depravity.
So we should allow blood magic to be used freely. It works so well for the Imperium.
Devinder's foundation stones are the bones of ancient elves with slave blood for the mortar. It is an example of nothing more than gilded savagery. Pitiable in a way. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
Right. So now we're going to get into the real weeds here. What he thinks about the current elves. Let's take bets. Which group does he hate most? The Dalish or the City Elves?
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Devinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Okay.
I'd like to know more about Dalish elves.
It is a mistake to think of the Dalish as a single group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, interpreted, and forgotten different parts of elven history. Some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alienages. Others attack humans on sight.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay,
My friend.
no. Doesn't have anything else to say to me.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Carry on.
I don't know why I'm getting the dum-dum effect. Okay. Let's do the war table and then call it a day. Okay, for Eldon. Yeah, and we're going to judge the mayor of Crestwood. New operation unlocked. An offer from the Crows. There's nothing there about a certain crow yet.
Any Venatori activity?
If my agents find anything, you will be the first to know.
Yep. Need to get the supplies going to that fortress. And we can't have these slavers. Okay. So let's just let's deal with the mayor. Yeah, that should be enough time. We'll deal with the mayor and then call it a day. Yeah.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood? Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
So exile. Or lock him up. Locking him up's not going to do any good because he's not going to do anything if he's free. But punishment, he will be punished by being in exile. I don't think he deserves death.
You lied for 10 years about your crime, then fled after confessing your guilt. For avoiding justice, you are exiled from Ferelden. I doubt the Crown will disagree.
I knew your coming meant the end, one way or another.
Okay, so I don't like that throne. I want to fix it. Just before we go.
I'm not trying to step on your toes.
Banner, bed, drapery, heraldry, core, throne. Ferelden, chastened. Legacy Ferelden. It's very spiky. This is very very barbarian themed. This is very Art Deco, which I guess is better than Spike's? Question mark. No. It looks very, that I should have known Art Deco would look, kind of almost brutalist. We have to stick with the Inquisition one then? It's all spiky. Well, at least the Ferelden one will be comfortable. We'll have all the furs, but... Are those spikes? Or... Okay. I'm not gonna fool around with it anymore. We'll call it a day. So I will see you next time.